Zach, come on. Okay.
We don't scream before 6 p.m., sorry.
All right. Okay, good.
Contractual.
Since this question went over so well, I'm going to ask you guys this question too. So, first concert. Be truthful.
I kind of grew up in a sheltered kind of home for a while too, and then about the time I was 13, I kind of went outside that and stuff, and I actually went and saw Linkin Park and Korn, and then kind of simultaneously I saw POD. Somehow I was able to convince my parents to go to both, and they got a little more lenient and stuff, but just that kind of stuff really. So it's awesome to be on a tour like that. Those are the bands I grew up listening to, Rob Zombie and Korn and Slipknot and Marilyn Manson and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
Cool. Andy?
My first show was Incubus, and from then on out, it was like I never really went to anything big. Like I started going to like all the local metal shows and hardcore shows and all that, and then I ended up really being inspired by that, and then now I play in this band.
Sweet.
Something like that, yeah.
Awesome.
I hate to admit, but my first was Hanson. After that, it was a lot of local punk shows.
After that.
Joined the band basically.
Decided
So.
against Hanson after I saw that.
Awesome. So here's my hardball question for you guys, because you live in the Chicago area. Sox fans or Cubs fans?
Well, he lives in Lakeview, so
I'm obligated to like Cubs.
yeah.
Okay.
We all live on the north side actually, so I would go Cubs.
I'm not much of a baseball fan. I steer all of my Chicago sports fanship towards the Blackhawks. So I don't get that way.
Cool. Awesome. So what are some of your upcoming plans besides being on the main stage at Mayhem this year? What do you guys have going on?
We just put out our new record called Dead Throne in September of this most recent year. After that came out, we had just finished up the Warped Tour, which was our third year doing Warped Tour. And then we did Australia Dead Throne Tour, North America Dead Throne Tour, and now actually on Monday we fly to England, God willing, and we do Dead Throne UK, which should be rad. From then we do a B-Market tour, playing a lot of the smaller cities that we didn't just do on Dead Throne North America, with Every Time I Die, who are on Warped Tour this year. They've been on many times. Then we do Dead Throne South America, and then we do Mayhem. So needless to say, we're really focusing on this new record, and we feel like we're at a very content place with how strongly we feel about the newest material and the privilege we had of the people that worked on it with us, and the privilege we've had as far as getting to play it to so many people. And we're thankful for that to continue, and we're thankful to be doing Mayhem because we've done Warped Tour so many times, but it's just like to keep doing Warped Tour all the time is complacent, and that's not the way we move in things. Mayhem, we've been interested since day one because we all love Slipknot. I love Slayer more than anything. And so getting to see bills like that and getting to see bands like Under Oath do it, which are some close friends of ours who aren't exactly a metal crowd, that they did well and they loved it. And our boys in Whitechapel, who we just toured with a month ago, they did Mayhem, and we talked to them and we're like, well, this is our first year, what's it like? And they're like, it's the best. Like, they were so stoked on it, and it was definitely encouraging for us. So we're stoked for playing a lot of Dead Throne songs and Mayhem, and that's how the year is cracking.
Sweet. So you obviously have a lot of travel and stuff. What's one product that each one of you cannot live without while you're on the road?
Well, I think, I guess within our entire band, we're beyond obsessed with Apple. We all have iPhones and iPads and MacBooks and all that stuff. So that's pretty essential. You know, getting on a flight and having your iPad fully charged, you know, ready to watch some shows and stuff and all that. So I'd probably say, as a band, that's probably the biggest thing is all the Apple stuff.
That and for a few of us, some good coffee, preferably Intelligence.
Nice. Good, good.
We do love our coffee. I just got asked this question, what do I need on tour, and I couldn't answer it then, I still can't. But Apple products are definitely up there.
Baby wipes.
That's not too important.
That's like our one massive expense that we always allot for is we always have a bus with a shower. So, you know, we do Warped Tour and all these bands are like, yeah man, it sucks. Like we've been, you know, drenched in the same sweat for weeks and stuff. We're like, yeah, that's horrible. I just showered. I just came out of the shower. So, yeah, that's our
Cool, cool. So what, last question, what's some up-and-coming bands or artists that you guys have really respected and would like want to play with?
One band that I don't really know yet, but I watched them at Download Fest this most recent year when we played, and they're on that B Market tour with us, and Every Time I Die is called Let Live, and they are going to be catching on hard. They're catching on hard right now in the UK and I think the rest of Europe, but they are just they're passionate and inspiring, and I'm excited to get to play with them every day and hopefully get to know them and whatnot. But I think that's definitely a name, one of the first that comes to mind. And after I saw them at Download, I got the record, and it's like it's the strangest like. I used to listen to like My Chem back in like high school, and I kind of fell out of it. And now I listen to that, and I'm like, this sounds like My Chem and Glassjaw, and like, I don't even know, but they're definitely a great band, and I think I have a hard time believing people wouldn't like them for liking, you know, like a Warped Tour scene or the all press scene and whatnot.
Cool, cool. Well, thank you guys so much, and